Hey guys, this is Pack here. Welcome to PackTalks. In episode 2 today, we're going to be talking about, again, WWE 2K25 and what we would like to see in the game. But specifically, this is going to be more critical. I'm going to be more critical in this. We're going to be talking about the DLC, the Season Pass. So we're going to be talking about that. Um, Today. You may hear a lot of clicking today in this video because I'm looking at the season pass of WWE2K24. I'm going to be very critical on what I'm saying so that in WWE2K25 it can be a little bit better with when it comes to the DLC list, the downloadable content list. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna recap the crap that's in the DLC list, the DLC packs, and WWE2K24, and what I disliked about it. And here's the deal. And some of you would be sitting there saying, well, Pack, you didn't have to buy the season pass. You didn't have to do that. You could just buy it separately. Well, what's the point in that? Because there are some wrestlers within the pack itself that comes with stupid things that comes with it. You get what I'm saying? So you're still buying the packs, even if it's separate. Even if it's a separate pack from the season pass, you'll still be buying the pack regardless. So the season pass gives you everything. All right, that gives you everything. Gives you all the DLCs. And the thing is, like this, like 2K24's the 40 years of WrestleMania pack. That gave you everything. That gave you the whole shebang. Like all the way from DLC 1 all the way to like uh DLC 5. It excludes the Bray Wyatt edition pack, which I think is kind of stupid. Even though that came later, like way later. Um that should have been in the game from the get-go. The Bray Wyatt edition. That should have been in it to get go to honor the passing of Bray Wyatt. Um, but we're gonna go through this. The Nightmare Family pack is okay. That's a pre-order pack. We're not talking about the pre-order pack. Okay. We're talking about the season pass itself from DLC number 1 all the way to DLC number 5. And you may hear me click some stuff. I don't know if you can see this or not, but you're gonna be hearing me click some stuff, and we're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through DLC number 1 all the way to DLC number 5, but I will include the 40 years of WrestleMania pack. I don't know what special edition is gonna come with 2K25. I don't know, um, but I don't know. I think in the next episode we're gonna touch on predictions of what we could see for WWE 2K25 because I'm pretty sure when the Royal Rumble comes out or when it gets time for the Royal Rumble, we'll get more information about WWE 2K25 and who the cover star is. But we're going to predict that in the next episode. Okay, we're going to predict who it could be, and I have a guess already. I have a guess already. And it's going to, if in reality terms, I'm pretty sure it's gonna piss a lot of people off. Not a lot of people. Not like the fans in a way. It's gonna piss some people off. In story wise, kayfabe wise, it's gonna piss people off. Um, yeah. And before we get started here, And if you enjoy hearing me talk about gaming, or if you enjoy watching gameplays on this channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And also, you enjoy hearing me talking, and you enjoy the gameplays, and you want to hear more about some stuff that I'm passionate about. Special Olympics. We can talk about that. We could talk about, as you know, I am in Special Olympics. Special Olympics. I'm an athlete, an adult athlete here in my town. Um, if you want to hear more about like just also gaming, movies, horror, WWE, like I'm doing now. Um, and I will touch up on something a little bit later. Uh, that has to do with this past week. And I hope everyone had a good Christmas. Uh, and we're going to talk about something in the middle of this after DLC Pack number 2. Because I'm kind of curious about how it happened. Because I can't find the clip of how it happened, which I'm curious to know. Um, but yeah. um, okay, let's get into this. If hopefully when I click on this stuff, it actually goes to the packs, like it shows who all is in the packs. And I'm on the SmackDown Hotel website right now, looking at the WWE2K24 DLC list. So we also what I wish list. Let's put this as a wish list as well for what we want to see in WWE2K25. Okay, and if it's heavily rumored, because it was rumored, rumors are just rumors. Okay, that doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It's just rumors, like gossip. All right, so let's get into this. The number one, as you know, WWE 2K24 DLC number one pack is the ECW Punk pack. Let's click on this. So it gives you 5 characters, plus 6, counting the manager, which is ECW's Paul Heyman. Okay? Paul Heyman is a genius, by the way. I would love to have him as my manager. As my manager, like in real life and in the game, which I do have him as my manager in the game. Because I think he's pretty badass. But yeah. It comes with 5 characters. These all were in ECW, but 4 of which was ECW originals. Which this pack, like I said, I'm going to be critical. This came out. The release date was May 15th, 2024. And then I guess what, 2 months after the game was released, which is fine. All right. Okay, we're gonna run down the pack. This pack was awesome, actually. I really enjoyed this pack. Uh, and I understand people's frustrations with I don't have a cold, some allergies or something. I understand some frustrations on people, and I understand it. Like some of these people were already in 2K games before, so why add them as a DLC characters? You know what I mean? Like I know you get the money. You know what I mean? Like most of these characters have already been in the game before. But uh, um, so you got the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon. They've been in the game before. Um, but it's awesome. You got the classic entrance, the classic not entrance but the music. Even though you can't hear the music in the game when you stream it, which is I still think that's the stupidest thing. I think entrance music when it comes to wrestling should be a public domain thing. and I think it shouldn't be copyright, because I really don't. Music like CM Punk's, I understand that, but when it comes to like the Dudley Boys or something, or the Hardys, something like that, like or Roman Reigns' generic music that he has, because it's pretty generic. Come on now, that shouldn't be copyright, guys. But you got the Sandman, which I think that's badass. Terry Funk, again, like I said, these guys have been in the game before. But it's been a while since the Sandman's been in the game, right? And then we have CM Punk. He makes his return to the game, which I kind of like, honestly. Like I think almost every year I try to think we have the whole entire roster. Nobody's been fired yet. But then I come to realize that because I want to do some matches, I want to do certain matches, and I'm like, damn it, we don't have that guy. So it's like, yeah. But this pack was pretty cool. This pack was awesome, I thought. Um, Now we scroll down to WWE2K24 DLC number 2, the Post Malone and Friends pack. Now, release date June 26th, 2024, which is a month after. Includes playable characters, superstars, uh, the Headbangers, Masha Thrasher, the Honky Tonk Man, Jimmy Hart as manager, Post Malone, and Sensational Sherry. Now, I don't remember Sensational Sherry being a wrestler. And I know she was a manager in WWE early on with the Macho Man and Shawn Michaels. I know that she was a manager for Harlem Heat in WCW. They could have added her in the WCW pack. They could have added Stevie Ray back and had Harlem Heat. That would have been better for the DLC. I'll get to that later. But what I don't like, and I'm going to critique, the only reason why I got this pack is these two guys. The Headbangers, Masha Thrasher. And you guys seen them in some of my videos already, like my BCW videos. I do have a little announcement tonight because I did say I was going to make an announcement regarding BCW, and and I'll get to it after I get done with this pack. And what we're going to talk about Nia Jax, what happened to her on Raw this past Monday, which I thought was kind of strange. It happened out of the blue. And I can't find the clip of how it happened. You guys may understand what I'm talking about. And if you guys have any questions or have any thoughts on this DLC pack for yourselves, comment. Alright? Uh, and again, the only people that I really wanted out of this whole pack was the Headbangers. Oh, Honky Tonk Man, yeah, he's alright. But it's like, like, this I like when it's the wrestlers and it's the managers for the wrestlers. But then we got, and I understand back in WWF SmackDown on the PS1 or SmackDown 2, you guys had like you did have guest characters like Limp Bizkit and what you had Kid Rock in one of them. That I understand that because I know at that time, stuff like that. And I understand like Mortal Kombat does it. They overdo it with guest characters. And some guest characters we don't really want. Okay, so I'd rather them just stick with Mortal Kombat characters. So yeah, I'm still waiting for a Mortal Kombat where it's like ultimate. Like I know they had Ultimate 3, but ultimate Mortal Kombat where it's like the entire roster in one game. That would do something. That I know it'd be overkill, but that would do it. That would be like top notch. Get rid of the guest characters. Okay, get rid of the guest characters. If you want to add them or bring back, I know this is WWE, but if you want to bring back certain characters, which would make more sense, would be the horror characters, like Freddy. I thought that was pretty cool when you guys added Freddy. That makes more sense if you have the lore. You know, Ghostface kind of made sense in a way. Jason, I don't know, but yeah. So you got Post Malone here. Back to WWE2K. You got Post Malone here, and DLC Pack too. Like if you, we're gonna talk about this like about the WWE2K25 DLC packs and what they could do with it. Uh, but why? Like why? And there's gonna be a lot of whys in this. Okay, in this, I told you I'm gonna be very critical. This is stupid. This is stupid. Post Malone. No. Okay, if you guys are Post Malone fans, okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Um, dude, I just thought of something. If Travis Snot, I call him Snot, is gonna be on Raw January 6th. Does that mean he's gonna be in the game as DLC? I hope not. But if he is, boy, I tell you what. I bet, yeah. Why though? Why Post Malone? I understand he contributes a lot with like soundtracks for like uh I guess pay-per-views, the premium live events. But yeah, we're gonna go to the next one. And this one's a big old why poopy. Like DLC 3 Pat McAfee pack. And we're gonna stop right here because we said we're gonna take a little break off of the DLC packs right now. We're gonna talk about some stuff, a little news, a little announcement regarding BCW, and we're gonna talk about what happened on Raw this past week. And tonight is SmackDown, by the way, and I will be watching it, and I'll give my thoughts on SmackDown right after it. Just go to my posts over on YouTube, and you'll see it there. What I'm gonna give my thoughts on. Uh, okay, the announcement is when WWE 2K25 comes out, we're getting rid of BCW. We're getting rid of Bus Hall Championship Wrestling, and I'm bringing back Virtual Championship Wrestling. The VCW. VCW has not been around for 2 years. All right, we're bringing back Virtual Championship Wrestling. We're gonna have the same roster that we have in BCW. It's just gonna be we're gonna be going virtual. That's what we're doing. We're getting virtual. Okay, and not just that. We're gonna have a brand new title. We're gonna have a brand new championship belt. It's gonna be a VCW's Extreme Championship belt. It's basically a hardcore title. That's what it is. But you can only defend it in hardcore matches. Ladder match, casket match, I quit, if there's ever a quit match again. Uh, TLC tables. And we'll probably talk about tables later on in the next episode. That has to do with match types and what I would like to see in the future. One of those wish list things. Okay. Yeah. Something that needs to be improved big time. That you guys did before, but somehow you took it out. Um. But yes. And now the thing about what I was going to talk about Nia Jax. What happened this past week. If anyone saw this past Monday's Raw, Nia Jax got busted open somehow. How did she get busted open? If you guys know, and you know the clip, comment below, because I can't find it. I can't find it. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Naomi again, right? Or Naomi or Bianca, one or the other. That was dealing with her. I think it was Bianca. It was during the tag team match, the tag titles. Now we're gonna talk about Nia Jax again. Now, back to Survivor Series War Games, okay? Uh, Somebody on another podcast mentioned how bad the chair spot was. Okay, that was not all Nia Jax's fault. Okay, Nia Jax was doing her job. Okay, she was doing okay. It wasn't her that was the problem. It was someone else. It had a miscue or something. But the little chair fight at the beginning of the match, that was a little much. Okay, but yeah. But again, how did Nia Jax get her head busted open? It looked pretty bad. It looked pretty nasty. But comment below. Let me know how that happened. But now we get back to WWE2K24's DLC pack number 3, the Pat McAfee pack. And before we get into this, I think Pat McAfee's freaking cool. I think he's great on the commentary table. I think he's great with anybody on the commentary table. Freaking hilarious too. Um, I have seen the Pat McAfee show from time to time. Not a lot, but from time to time. And I know they're friends of the company, but the only thing that actually works for this, actually, I can add them to my roster, my virtual championship wrestling roster, which I've already added a few of these people to my best whole championship wrestling roster. And I can see these guys being in the game again next year, but not as DLC. Hope not. You know, because some of these characters, Ty Schmidt and Boston Connor, in the game, they look like legit wrestlers. They look like legit professional wrestlers. I don't know about AJ Hawk though. AJ Hawk reminds me of TJ Hawk, or dude from Street Fighter. Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2. Uh, T Hawk. Uh, AJ Hawk, T Hawk. Okay. But again, why? Like it's the whole Pat McAfee show. Why? I, like we're gonna get to what I'm gonna talk about as a DLC for 2K25. Okay. That's a bonus DLC. If anybody wants it. This could have been separate. This could have been the Bray Wyatt edition pack, not the Pat McAfee pack. This could have been the bonus. This could have been outside of the whole season pass that they did with the Bray Wyatt pack. And the next one, which I don't have a problem with, is WWE2K24 DLC number 4, Global Superstars Pack. This came out, which I didn't say, July 31st was the last one, which was a month after June. The next one comes 2 months after, or 3 months, okay? And it's the Global Stars Pack, September 18th, 2024 of this year. Now, I don't have a problem with any of this. These are all wrestlers. These are all wrestlers in the game. Nia Jax shouldn't have had to been DLC though. Okay, neither should Kairi Sane. Lara Valkyrie, no, I don't think she should have either. I think or Dragon Lee, they should have already been in the game. Period. Um, most certainly, Kairi Sane, and Nia Jax should have already been in the game from the get go. From the get go, like you guys added, like later on, you added people to the game, to the base roster. Why couldn't you add these guys to the base roster? Why couldn't you add these ladies to the base roster? That didn't make no sense. But I don't have a problem with this pack. I really don't. I think this, I think this pack is awesome. I think this was a good pack. I haven't used Curly-Do yet in my custom wrestling thing. I might use him though for my roster at some point. You just keep your eyes peeled. um, they gave you Dragon Lee, but I don't think so yet. But yeah, this is a good pack. I kind of like it. And we're about to get to the final pack here, but we do have the Bray Wyatt pack, which is we're gonna talk about that too, as well. But this pack I don't have a problem with. This is good. It has all wrestlers, and there's no guest character. You know, and I believe Machine Gun Kelly's a base roster guy, isn't he? In the game? Comment below. I think he is, because I used Kevin Owens versus him, and I did the same thing to him that he did to him in real life. But yeah. Now, we get to, I guess the only one I really didn't like as much was the Pat McAfee one, and then Post Malone. Uh, Next one we're going to get to is the final DLC pack, which comes out November 13th, last month, which was Friday the 13th. No, that wasn't Friday the 13th, stupid. That was this month. Um, WWE 2K24 DLC pack number 5. WCW pack. Now, I can't. I think this is correct, but I do have a little bit of a problem with this. Okay, I have a little problem with this. Most of these characters, I don't know about the Great Muta, but most of these characters, and I know Iron Sheik have been in the game already. All these guys, except for Great Muta, I'm pretty sure that Iron Sheik have been in the game already. Why re-add them as DLC? That makes no sense. Unless you get moolah from it, which they are. Which it makes no sense. Um, yes, Mr. Perfect was in WCW, but not as Mr. Perfect. That's the problem I have with it. But I don't mind it. Again, it's one of those ones. Again, I don't mind it. because in the game, and we're going to talk about this too. We're going to talk about how sloppy they can get when it gets later on in the DLCs, right? We're going to talk about a little bit of the base roster too, a part of that too, because it goes with it. Uh, this is the part where they got sloppy with it. In WCW, he did not use Mr. Perfect gimmick. He did not use that gimmick. He used his real life name, which is Kurt Hennig. Okay. But what I like in the game that they did a little bit more detail with Mr. Perfect character. If you look closely, he's actually chewing the gum. You can actually see him chewing the gum in the game, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, most of these guys were in the game already. I don't know about the Great Muta though. Who they could have added for the WCW pack, which I thought they were going to add. They could have done. They could have done. Again, what I said back with the Sherry, sensational Sherry. They could have added Stevie Ray because you already have Booker T, right? They could have added Harlem Heat, and you already have Sherry, sensational Sherry already. You could have done that. You could have done a little bit more. Let's say, for an example, you could have replaced Mr. Perfect with uh, I'm trying to remember his name. Damn it, he was a luchador. I'm trying to remember his name. I know he's very popular. They could have had Ultimo Dragon in this for the WCW pack. They could have done gosh, I'll have to look him up. WCW Cruiserweight. Because I know he was in WWE for a little bit too, just a tiny bit. Jushin Thunder Liger, and I didn't even have to look him up. He could have been. He could have been in. They have his mask in the game. You can construct it. Um, let's see. They could have. Let's see what they could have done. Buff Bagwell would have been cool. WCW pack. I know Steen's no longer in it. They could have done Steen. Um, I'm gonna leave this one for you. Who do you think they could have added? Who do you think that they could have added for the WCW pack for this? Like, if you had to choose like a few more characters, at least three more that they could have added, that would have been perfect for the WCW pack. Comment below. All right. Vampiro would have been pretty cool. Raven would have been cool. But yeah, we're gonna get to the Bray Wyatt edition pack. Okay, which only came with three characters. It came with the Fiend for 2023. And I like how they did with the what they did with the action figures. I thought that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Action figures. The price. This came out October 16th. This was actually the final one. But this doesn't come with the season pass. This is This is outside of the whole season pass thing. It's $10. If you want the DLC for the game additionally, it's $89.99. It's a little ridiculous. I don't think it should have been. I don't know. I think this should have been part of the season pass. If anything, if anything that should have been outside, like as a bonus, that's what I think this is. But you had to buy this bonus. Should have been the Pat McAfee show. This should have been where the Pat McAfee show was. The Bray Wyatt edition pack should have been number 3. Okay, it just should have. What do you guys think about that? Do you think I have a valid point there? Because you like it's just I just think it should have been with the season pass. It should have been. I understand it's just $10, okay, but still, come on. Um, but yeah, and let's talk about how they get sloppy with it as time goes on. I don't know where they start getting sloppy. It seems like they get sloppy like right around towards when it comes to the last 2 packs when they come out. Meaning they don't do their research a little. They really don't. I don't think they really do. Um, like early on, DLCs early on, it looks phenomenal, right? But as time goes on, we get to like the final shebang bang. It's like they don't do the research. Like for example, Mr. Perfect, WCW. You didn't do your research on that. Like he was Kurt Hennig. But most people know him as Mr. Perfect, which is understandable. Which is understandable. I understand that. The base roster part. There's so many stuff, and it's from the beginning of it though. Like like the entrances. And I'm a little picking at it a bit, but it's like every year, every year. For example, Rob Van Dam's entrance. Good, good, but the timing is off. The pyro's off on the timing. The when he does the pose and the guys and the announcers going Rob Van Dam, that's off. That timing is off. Um, Kurt Angle's pyro when he does his, that's not right. For one, when he comes out, he goes up a little bit towards the rampway and do it. Not right where the pyro's going off. You guys get what I'm saying. You guys following me, right? You get what I'm saying. Go back and watch all the entrances, alright? Go back and watch all the entrances and spot and come back here and comment. What do you guys see that's off? Like what do you and I know not everyone's perfect. No one's perfect. Now neither am I. And it's just you can do a little better on like timing, like for the stuff. Like you got Shawn Michaels' stuff right. Uh, Edge when he's in the game, you got that wrong as well. You really do. You got that wrong. Um, like the later on Edge, like uh the last year's Edge, 2K23's Edge, that was wrong. The pyro and everything that was wrong. Um, let's see. let's see what else. Oh, we're gonna talk about the tables. We'll do that in the next we'll do that in the next video. I guess it's like a 3-part video. In the next video, we'll do like next episode we'll do like predictions and wish lists of what I want to see for 2K25. And the predictions are cover star, who I think is the cover star. We'll save that for the last part of the video. We'll do the wish lists, and we'll do match types, and what they can improve with the match types. Because I tell you what, a little snippet here, like the tables matches, they're too quick, man. The tables match is a little too quick. Uh, I don't think I've seen one yet since last year where when you set up the table, the guy just goes right through it, and the match is over. You used to be able to just beat down the table. The table will have its own life. The table will have its own lifespan, you know? And you could see the table was breaking a little, but it's like my guy's really healthy and the other guy's really healthy, and I can just bust them through the table. And I understand you want to be more realistic in it, but it's a game, guys. You gotta throw in like a little bit of element to it. Like you gotta give it life, just like. And I will get to it in the next episode because I got stuff about the ladder matches too that they need to improve on that. Like the cage matches are okay. Um, we'll talk about that one as well. Though when they're like jumping off onto an opponent, we'll talk about that as well. Um, a little thing here too with custom creations. I'm starting to not put my characters, not have my characters overall be 100 or 99 anymore. I'd rather them be more realistic and be a overall, like a random overall. My character, I could see being at least 89 or at least 88 or something. You know what I mean? But yeah. But again, that was this episode of PackTalks. We was talking about the DLC packs, what I didn't like. Oh, we need to talk about the we're not finished yet. We need to talk about what I want to see for next year's DLCs. We could do that in the next episode, but we'll do it here. We'll do it here. Okay, next year's DLC pack. Okay, be smart with it. Be smart with the DLC packs. Have it be mostly wrestlers from the past, like wrestlers that we haven't seen in a long time. You could do another ECW pack. Just add wrestlers that we haven't seen from ECW in a long time. You could do another WCW pack. Do a WCW like Luchador Cruiserweight pack. You could do like when I was talking about Post Malone and Machine Gun Kelly and all them. I'm pretty sure Travis Scott's probably gonna be a DLC. Why don't you add like a celebrity guest star pack where it's like you got, just for example, you got Drew Carey as that. You got Hoop Donald Trump. People that were in WWE for a snippet time, but like a little bit of a snippet of a time. Like Snoop Dogg would be perfect as a guest character in the celebrity wing part of the the game. You already did Arnold from Terminator, which was kind of odd. But but yeah, you could do that. Like the Pat McAfee show could have been part of like a celebrity, its own thing, which it was its own thing, which it should have been its own thing. We had to purchase that separately. Again, the Bray Wyatt edition pack should have been part of the game. It should have been part of the DLC pack. Should have been part of the season pass. Not extra $10. People who already purchased the season pass shouldn't have had to buy the Bray Wyatt edition. And I know some people are saying, "Oh, pack, it's just $10. Get over it." That's not the point. If the 40 years of WrestleMania pack and the season pass supposed to, in the deluxe is supposed to come with the whole shebang of the season pass, that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's part of it. And I will say it again next year with even the Celebrity Wing pack, like how they did this year with the Bray Wyatt edition pack. Have it be separate. You have to pay $10 for it. But if you bought the season pass or the like Ultimate Edition or something, it comes with the whole shebang. Comes with the whole thing. That's something I didn't like about what Mortal Kombat did. You thought, because I did do this, and I thought when like Mortal Kombat when that came out, it came out with Kombat Pack 1, and I actually bought what I thought it was like a season pass thing. Was the whole combat packs, like future combat packs, Combat Pack 1 and 2. That's what I thought it was, but it wasn't. It was just Combat Pack 1. But yeah, you know, you could do that. I mean, yeah. Again, I think in the next, not the next episode, because the next episode I want to do actually is not WWE2K. The episode 3 will be in my top 10 movies of 2024. That's what I'll do next. And that one's going to be soon. That episode 3 is going to be soon because we only have a short amount of time to get this done. We only have a few more days left of 2024. And I only have 3 movies left to watch of 2024. But yeah. So far, I'm going to leave a little heads up. So far, yeah, some of them are on my. They're all on my list, but they're on like the. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But let me know what you thought of today's episode of PackTalks of WWE 2K24, 2K25, DLC, the criticism of what I gave 2K24's DLC, Season Pass, and what you thought. What do you? I want to know what you would like to see as DLC for WWE 2K25. So, if you enjoyed this, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I will be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time Zone for BCW Holiday Slam. You do not want to miss it. We got a few championship matches on the line, and a little surprise for the main event, which is the BCW World Heavyweight Championship match. But I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great day. I hope you had a good Christmas. I'll see you soon. Peace.